So, it's like this, right? Laugh my motherfucking ass off. Right. So, I had to go to work today, right? I'm pulling up, my dad's dropping me off because, I take the bus to work and whatnot, and my bus don't run that early in the morning, not money. I'm thinking about money. Always got it on my mind. But anyway, so, it's like this, right? Peep this. I pull up to the food court. There is approximately 12 Charles County cop cars out in front of St. Charles Mall food court. So, my dad's pulling up, and the first thing he's all like is, our people, of course, Negroids. I was like, nigglets. So, we sit here cracking up knowing it's our people, because you like, come on, you don't ever hear about the white people getting caught breaking into the mall. So, I'm sitting there like, okay, what's going on? I'm not hip to it, because, me, I don't run with the whole style and all the rest of that crap like everybody else does. Who'll be like, oh, this is new and that's new and blah, blah, blah. Nah, I'll wait till that shit get off all the hype status and shit like that. And I'll be like, I'll get it when I get it. It's whatever. So, peep this, right? So, I'm walking in. My mall door is busted in. The joint is shattered. The door is kicked in. The sliding doors, not just the door you open and close. No, these are sliding doors. So, which means somebody used brute force to bust these doors, because these are like really intense double-plated glass doors. So, they shattered the glass, busted the door open, right? I'm overhearing the cop talking about this while I'm outside, chilling and whatnot, waiting to get into work. The cop's talking about something, oh, they busted the door, shattered the glass, da-da-da. And the cop goes, oh, all for some shoes. So I'm thinking, what, we got a Gucci store or something? There's a bunch of females up in here or something? I was like, didn't even hit me to be like, oh, new Jordans, because like I said, I'm not about the hype shit, I don't be like, oh, new shoes, for me it's just, oh, look, I walked into, oh, shoes, yeah, I want those, that's how I am. I'm not on the hype status about shoes or clothes or anything like that. Like, I'll get something like 2 or 3 months down the road and be like, yeah, it's new to me, but like, well, that's been out in New York City like last year. Well, I don't care, bitch, I got it now and it looks good on me now. So, okay, so let me finish my story, right? So, I get into the mall. There's like 6 people upstairs. So, I'm thinking, somebody broke into the mall and there's only like 6 people up here. So, I go to the bathroom, whatever, get myself ready and whatnot. And I start walking down the escalator. I see hordes, mind you, hordes of nigglets downstairs. And they're all like teeny boppers, high schoolers, and gangbangers. So, I'm seeing people repping their colors and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, are you kidding me? Like, this is the mall. Who the hell are you impressing at 5 o'clock in the morning? So I'm like, okay, screw this. Like, this is BS. So I start walking downstairs, and I'm seeing more and more nigglets. Not just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, crowds. They're like coming in 20 and 30, groups of 20 and 30 of them. So I'm sitting here like, OMG, what is going on, yo? So I'm calling my manager. I'm like, Kenna, yo, let me in the store because I really think something stupid is about to go down. So she comes open the door or whatever, and like I'm sitting there waiting at the pink door instead of the beauty door, but anyways. So she comes and let me in the store and whatever. So we're all like, what's the hype over? Like, me and my girl Paige like, what's the hype over? Like, we just getting in. We're like, okay, what's going on? So Kenna's all like, oh, it's the new shoes, da-da-da. So I'm all like, okay, I didn't even bother to look at them yet. So I was like, oh, okay. When she said Jordans, I was like, whatever, nigglets. So, I'm sitting here in my work and all this stuff. I wasn't even in work for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. The mall goes crazy. You hear the guy on the intercom, we have no more Jordans, we have no more Jordans. Riots breaking out, fights breaking out. Yo, we heard a couple of gun pops up in the food court. Yo, I was like, what? I'm like, over some shoes? So I'm highly pissed about this, right? Because my manager's tripping. She's yelling at Paige to go close the door and whatnot. They're all yelling over the intercom, close the doors, close the doors, close the doors. They're doing a quarantine lockdown. And when I say quarantine, I felt like we were in quarantine lockdown. They made us all go to the back of the store, hide out in the back room, and wait until they called each store in the mall. Now, mind you, there's like 200-300 stores in this mall. So we had to wait till they called like each store in the mall and be like, oh, y'all can come out. So it's like we're running and whatnot. Paige is closing the beauty door, and I'm all like, yo, come get pink. Like, I don't got the keys. So she's all like, okay, so she's going to do it and whatnot, but she don't got the keys. She's like, oh, it's not the key, it's not the key, I think I dropped it, So we're like, oh my god. So I'm like, Kenna, close the door. So she runs to grab the stick, she like closes the door and like locks it, and like we run to the back door and everything like that. And we're like chilling, like about to take the back way through the mall and whatnot, take up the the elevator, the back way elevator and all that stuff to go like to more secure place and whatnot. So like we finally ended up going back to the store and just sitting on the ground in front of the store and whatnot, just like chilling and whatnot, watching the dumbass people run by. So it's just like, it's wild, right? So we was like that for about 45 minutes to an hour. And we finally got to open up our doors, but we only opened up one door because my manager still didn't feel safe. So we opened up the door to Beauty and not the one to Pink. So she puts me in Pink, and I'm all paranoid and whatnot because there's like a bunch of guys coming through. And of course, they're all nigglets. So I'm all freaking out and paranoid and shit like that because I'm all like, oh my god, I hope nobody has a gun, because if they're shooting over Jordans, come on, if they're gonna shoot over Victoria's Secret stuff, like I'm out. Like bump retail, I'm not even doing that shiznick no more. So I'm like really upset about this right now. Like I'm thinking, how dumb do you have to be to fight over shoes? Like, motherfucker, get your shit together, get a goddamn credit card, and you could have pre-ordered that shit like 2 weeks ago on the fucking internet. Why the fuck wait? Like, I swear, I don't care what anybody says about my video, but I'm going ham on black people today. Black people are ignorant. There's like approximately, I'm gonna say they approximately give you maybe like 150 boxes per shoe to each shoe store. Now, if there's hundreds of nigglets running into the mall, how are you expecting to get your shoe? Because approximately, I'm going to say they probably have maybe 4, 5, 6 tops per size. So if the sizes go 1 to 12 or 22 or however the males and the females, and then you got the kids too, sizes go. So it's like, okay, you got those sizes, and then you're like, okay, like, if you only get like 150 boxes per store, there's like 600 some people, and there's like, what, 6 shoe stores in the mall? And I'm pretty sure Lady Foot Locker wasn't even carrying it like that. So it was mostly like Finish Line, Foot Locker, Champs, and then Kids Foot Locker. So I'm counting those 4 shoe stores right there. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe those 4. So we're talking about maybe 500 some boxes of shoes, you know. But you know, as soon as you get up there, then you call your boys and you call their boys, and so on and so on and so forth, till everybody and their goddamn mother from Waldorf, Maryland is up at St. Charles Mall. So it's just kind of like, come on, you guys, get a goddamn credit card, go online and get the shoes. I hope those shoes are really worth your life, because there are a lot of people who were seriously hurt in this mall rush to every mall in the freaking United States to get Michael Jordan shoes. And I want to make a shout out to Mike, and I hope he has a Facebook. So shout out to you, Michael Jordan. I hope the money's worth it, because some people seriously got hurt today over your goddamn shoes. So could you not do it around the Christmas holidays again, especially when I have to work? Because I don't like working when your shit or anybody else's shit who's famous comes out, because people get hurt and then I get pissed. And when I get pissed, it's something big. So I don't want to get pissed. So try not to let your shit come out when I have to work. But to conclude my story of how Michael Jordan sucks right now, but I still bought a pair of his Jordans like a couple of weeks ago, which I don't care, because it's like my first pair of Jordans. So I'm like really excited about that, because like I said, I don't follow trends, I don't do styles, none of that bullshit. I do Yvette. Me, I have my own style. Anybody who knows me, I'm the most unique person you will ever meet, and the coolest chick you will ever meet. I don't do other people's styles, none of that shit. Follow my own thing. So to conclude this message once again, kids, don't smoke. Nigglets, get credit cards, and try not to bombard the malls anymore over fucking shoes that are gonna be there 2 to 3 weeks to 4 weeks to years down the road. So once again, just let's try to get a credit card or something from now on, or at least get your credit up, do something, or pre-order, people. Come on. They have pre-order on everything. Pre-order your shoes, get it, got it, good. And a shout out to you, Prince. You're a dork, and try not to laugh at the fat ass people who are falling on their ass, who are getting clipped up, trying to run their fat ass through the door to get some shoes. So, toodles, peace in the Middle East. It's Friday, I'm going to get drunk. Bye.